Yes, people, welcome to Man Knows Football. You lot know why Guni's got a smile on his face. Not just the Joao Felix news, there's several bits of other exciting information, outgoings that I've got a big grin ear to ear for me. I'm hearing some names that might be leaving the club that are just making me jump for joy. Before we get into that, I've got a special announcement to make, man. It feels like a special day. I've just heard so much good news, you get me? Yeah? I've officially opened up the membership for Man Knows Football. As you can see, the join button has appeared at the bottom of the screen next to the subscribe button. So if you would like to support the channel, just hit that button. There's 3 different tiers of the membership, and I promise you there's one there for everybody. It is affordable for everyone. So pick whichever one you would like to pick, and with those obviously come certain perks, but with all of them come a little set of emojis that I'm sure that you're gonna like. More will be on the way, but I have to hit a certain number of members before I can add more emojis, but I know that you're gonna love the ones that are already there. So definitely hit that join button, join up the membership, man. Help support this channel. You lot have been fantastic so far, so please continue with your support, man. And on that note as well, man, let me just get the formalities out of the way. Smash that subscribe button, smash the like button as well, and leave your thoughts down there in the comments, and also smash the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. You see, fast and the way you like it. Let's get straight into the news. First piece of news that we're going to get into, I'm not going to stay on it too long because I've done 2 previous videos on the player, and that is Atletico Madrid's Joao Felix has officially joined Chelsea Football Club on a 6-month loan. As you lot know, 270k a week will be his wages, and Chelsea will be covering 100% of that, as well as an 11 million euro fee, which a lot of people seem to be unhappy about. I don't understand why. Manchester United, they paid 11 million pounds or 10.5 million pounds, I believe it was, to loan Idioni Garlo. Yeah? So really put that into perspective. 10.5 million pounds is definitely more than 11 million euros when you convert it. So when we put these things into perspective, it is what it is. No obligation to buy, no option to buy. That's got people spinning. This isn't from any information that I've heard. This is just what I think. I do think that the 6-month deal, there will be talks to either make it permanent or to extend the loan with a possible option to buy or even a mandatory buy at the end of that. That's what I think could happen in this situation. So let's see as this loan progresses. But Joao Felix, flary attacker, something that we've missed at Chelsea Football Club. Very good progressing the ball in the final third. Techie player, got lots of flair, loves to use a bit of skill, entertaining, man. Like, we haven't had a player like this that's raised us off our seats since Eden Hazard, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying he's as good or whatever, because Eden was special. We already know this. But he's of that kind. He's cut from that cloth. Do you know what I mean? He loves to play his football. He plays for himself. He plays to entertain, that sort of thing. And he's very good at it. But my expectation will not all be on this boy's shoulders. Do you know what I mean? He's coming into a rocky situation. It's rocky business at Chelsea Football Club now. I don't expect him to change it. When I will get excited is when we address that number 6 position. Once we sign that midfielder, apparently we are looking at Casado. We're looking to open talks with Brighton for the player. Apparently a deal can be struck at around 70 million euros, I believe. Don't quote me on that one, but I do believe it's around that number. If so, it is affordable for Chelsea. If the rumours are to be believed that we offered, what, 85 million or 80 million euros to Enzo Fernandez, then that's an affordable price for us. And furthermore, we already know they're going to split those payments. So once one of those come through the door, I believe we'll start seeing the better of this loan signing, man. I think it's like I said, we need to address the midfield, and we also need to address the right back position. But Joao Felix, welcome to Chelsea Football Club. I hope your time is filled with nothing but good times. But to be honest with you, you are coming to the ghetto. You're coming to the trenches. Yeah? You are going to be out here. Yeah? You are going to have to be built like that to survive where we are. Because, boy, it's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good, son. But welcome to Chelsea anyway. A bit of positive news, something that we don't get too much. Joao Felix is a Chelsea player, at least for the next 6 months. Although the season ends in May, so we're going to see him as a player for 5 and he'll be gone the following month if all is going to stay literally as it is. On to the next topic, and this is one that brings me so much joy. Several undesirable players at Chelsea Football Club have been linked with a move out of the door by either not being offered new contracts or interest from elsewhere. And I'm gonna start. I cannot stand him. That prick with the number 14 tattooed on his arm. I want him out of my club. You lot know what he did to lose my trust. I don't want him anywhere near Chelsea. I want him out of the door as of yesterday. And apparently, Aubameyang is reciprocating. He feels the same. This is music to my ears. Yeah, you see, when he walks out of that door, it's going to be poetry in motion. Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful sight to watch. But Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, that absolute fraud, and I called him out already on a platform where I know that he watches, so he knows what I think about him. Yeah, that fraud will be leaving Chelsea Football Club, so it seems. If Gerard Romero is to be believed, let's see what he's had to say. In the last few hours, Barcelona has consulted La Liga about the salary allowance for Aubameyang to return if Memphis or Kessié leave. Things are happening. I really hope this news about Aubameyang is true. If Barcelona are interested in re-signing the player, thank goodness we haven't got him on a ridiculous contract where it will be difficult to let him go. Quite similar to what we have with Lukaku at the minute. It's not quite good enough. But yeah, it looks like we can let him go. There are several clubs, not just Barcelona, that are looking at the player. Hopefully it's a January move. Like I said, I want him out of the door. Now that we've got Joao Felix in, hopefully he leaves, man. Get his wages off the books. Sayonara, see you later. Never come back. Aboomerang, go back to where you came from. I hope we never see you in a Chelsea shirt again. Laters, mate. This piece of news, oh my goodness, it feels like Christmas today. This is exciting, and this one is from Matt Law as well. So Matt Law is quoted as saying, Chelsea are braced for the possibility of midfielder Jorginho leaving on a free transfer at the end of the season. You lot, man, The club are optimistic that N'Golo Kante, who is also out of contract in the summer, will sign a new deal to stay at Chelsea. Now, if I had to choose between the two, you lot already know who I'm choosing. But you see this news, I am so happy. I am so happy, and considering the source that is coming from Matt Law, I know I said what I said about the journalists, but there are some that are more reliable than others, and we know Matt Law has been a Chelsea correspondent for the longest, and this news brings music to my ears because this finally means that we can move on, and this is a huge part of the rebuild. I did tell you lot, yeah, outgoings in certain situations are more important than incomings, yeah, and this outgoing is a critical one. Yeah, critical one. This is one of the conditions I was watching Graham Potter for. I was saying, if this guy stays at the club, that's going to be strike one for me against him. Yeah, because for me, that's no rebuild if you're looking to renew a player like this that is holding us back. Let him go. Let him be somebody else's problem. Yeah, Jorginho, thank you for the service that you've done at the club. It's not all disrespect. He had his uses at the club. He showed excellent periods of form. Do you know what I mean? He's won trophies with us as well. Champions League winner with Chelsea. Good form that season as well. Done well for his country as well. So, look, it wasn't all bad with Jorginho, but it's got to a point where his regression and his lack of athleticism is just so bad. It's when he's on the pitch, it's like having 10 men at times. Do you know what I mean? Especially when it's a pressing game. The opposition are really coming out. They want to be physical. They want to press. He's basically useless. You're playing one man down. So I'm very happy to hear that it's likely Jorginho will be out of the door. That is music to my ears. But not just him. We've also got some news on Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. I'm going to give a bit of a disclaimer. Yes, I understand that it is Nizar Kinsella who's been missing the target consistently, you know, since the takeover, the summer transfer window. He's just been getting it horribly wrong. But we have heard reports of these two players potentially leaving Chelsea Football Club from several other reliable sources. But this is the latest one to come out, and that is Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech are ready to leave Chelsea. Both have less than 18 months left on their current contracts. So look, Chelsea, I doubt they're going to look to renew both of them. Pulisic, we just got the news now, he's going to be out for at least 2 months. How many times have we heard this throughout his career at Chelsea? I felt the injuries are finally caught up to him. He's lost a bit of his explosiveness, something that made him such a good player during that period with Frank Lampard. We haven't really seen a replica of that since. And I think that's down to his hamstrings or his whatever's the reoccurring injury with him that's causing this to happen. So unfortunate for Pulisic, there was a player there, but his injury record is horrible and there can be no room for sympathy at Chelsea Football Club. I am completely not against him leaving. The way he's handled this situation off the pitch as well, himself and his father, hasn't really been the most professional way. He hasn't had the best things to say about Chelsea, and the indirects have been endless from the both of them. So Christian Pulisic, see you later. I hope this news is true. I hope you won't be here next season. You are another one that is holding us back. Out the door you go. Hakim Ziyech, another one. We already know he doesn't like being at Chelsea. We haven't wanted him at Chelsea for the longest. He's made his intentions clear several times with the club. He's kept it real with the fans. He's even gone on his social media and posted the goal that he scored against us when he played for Ajax, yeah, while he was at our club. So you can't get any more disrespectful than that. He's fallen out with the club entirely. I don't think any manager was able to salvage a relationship with him. I think he's done with this chapter, done with the club. He wants to move on and enjoy his football somewhere else, because he's definitely not enjoying it at Chelsea. Like I said, wasn't all bad with Hakim Ziyech. Got us some good goals as well. Champions League winner with Chelsea. So look, man, it wasn't all bad times with Hakim Ziyech. I wish him the best wherever he goes. Just didn't work out for him at Chelsea. But another move forward for Chelsea as a whole in the right direction with this player heading out the door. Let's bring somebody in who's hungry, who can perform at this level, who's not reliant on certain structures. A player that's able to handle whatever tactic is thrown in front of him. A proper baller, multifaceted player. Hakim Ziyech, unfortunately, wasn't that guy. Out the door you go. See you later. That's it for this video, people. Got a live coming up, a special show that I'm trying to do every Wednesdays at 7 o'clock with several guests that support different teams. We are trying to get that one consistent, so make sure 7 o'clock you tune into Man Knows Football so you can watch the very first episode. People, like I said at the beginning of the video, memberships are now open. Would love it if you would join. Appreciate all of you lot's support. As usual, smash that subscribe button, leave your thoughts down there in the comments, give the video a thumbs up. I'm out, people. Up the Chelsea. Bless.